Marzio, there's an emergency.
Huh? What is it, Ambra? I'm still working here.
There was a small girl that was left in front of our front door. Do you know something about this? I asked her who sent her here, and she said you did.
Oh, yeah. That's my nephew, Savina.
Huh? Your niece?
Yeah, she's my sister's daughter. She's 3 years old.
What? Your sister had children?
Huh? You didn't know? She went on a business trip abroad one time and met a Japanese man there. She had a child with him, but since the man was already married, she's raising the child on her own. My sister is one of those unmarried mothers, you see.
What? This is my first time hearing this.
Huh? Didn't I tell you about it before?
No, I don't think you did. Because surely I would have remembered something like that. Besides, she lives so far away, our wedding half a year ago was the first and last time I've ever seen her. I don't even know her contact information.
I see. Sorry, I thought that I had already told you. My bad.
Why are you saying that like this isn't a big deal? So why has her child been deposited at our front door like this then?
She hasn't been deposited. I got her from my sister and I left her there at the front door. You say that like I did something wrong.
Huh? Well, you kind of did do something wrong. You just left a child at our front door without even telling me about it in advance. Hold on. Don't tell me you intend on making me take care of her, do you?
Sorry, I must have forgotten to tell you about it. I could have sworn I did, though. And actually, I did intend on asking you to take care of her for me. My sister's going to be going on a vacation abroad for a month starting today. She says she wants you to take care of her child.
1 month? She can't just leave me with her child because she wants to go on vacation. That's not very responsible parenting. You know that I have work as well, right?
That's why I asked you to take care of her in the first place?
Huh? That doesn't make any sense. Why would you want me to take care of a child because I had work?
You now work from home since there were some new reforms at your company recently, right? If you're at home all day, that means you can take care of a child.
What? Are you thinking straight right now? Even if I'm at home all day, I still have to do just as much work as I did when I went to the office. I'm actually quite busy, you know?
I mean, it's not like anyone's supervising you. So you could just not do your work for a bit and see to the child now and then, right? That should be really easy for you.
What are you talking about? What in the world made you think that this was going to be easy for me? There's no way I can just not do any work and take care of this nephew of yours instead.
Stop whining, Ambra. What are you gonna do? Just ignore her and let her starve? Anyways, what is Savina doing right now? I assume you already let her in the house?
I opened the door thinking it was a delivery, and she just let herself in before I could even react. She got on the sofa and fell asleep immediately. I'm using this opportunity to contact you like this right now.
You see? If you've got time to contact me like this, then you've also got time to be doing your work instead.
But that's not what I'm trying to tell you. I'm currently very busy with work, and I can't just leave the computer every now and then to check on this child.
Come on, Ambra. Just tell the people at your company that you have to go to the bathroom or something. They won't know, right? Oh, by the way, my sister gave me a memo containing basic information about Savina. It says she has no allergies, so you can let her eat anything she wants.
But I haven't agreed to take care of her yet.
So you're just gonna kick her out of the house or something? Come on, Ambra, don't be so selfish. She's just 3 years old after all. Oh, I forgot to tell you. You see, I'm going on a business trip from today.
What? You're going to be gone for a month as well? And you're the one who thinks I'm being selfish?
Yeah. All I'm doing is asking you for a little favor, and you're making such a big deal out of it. Just say you don't want to because it's too much of a hassle if that's what you're thinking.
It's not that I'm too lazy, but I literally don't have the time to take care of a 3-year-old child and do work as well. There are only 24 hours in a day, you know.
Jesus, Ambra, stop whining. There are people who have it harder than you know. Single mothers, including my sister, have to do this all the time. They'd probably laugh if they could hear from you right now. To tell you the truth, You weren't even my sister's first option. She wanted to get our mom to take care of her, but apparently she's really busy this month, so she couldn't. That's why we're counting on you instead, Ambra. Just do your duty as the wife, all right? And don't bother Mom with this, all right?
Are you being serious right now? You're telling me to take care of a 3-year-old on my own? I don't care if single moms do this stuff all the time. They have my respect, but I just can't. I don't even have any experience raising children.
Don't worry about it. I'm sure you'll do fine, Ambra. I know it might seem difficult, but you just have to get used to it.
Don't say that like it's so easy. It's not you who's going to be taking care of her, but me.
Well, now you're just being selfish. All right, I'll leave the rest to you then.
Jesus, what are all of you thinking? Both you and your sister aren't in your right minds. Marzio? It's been 2 weeks since you just left me with this niece of yours, but don't you think that you could have checked on me by text at least once? Seriously, not only do you suddenly leave me with your niece, but you don't even text me after that? Isn't that a bit too selfish? I told my company about what happened, and they let me have a bit more free time from work, but business is really busy right now, and I can't just continue ignoring my work like this. I'm already busy enough as it is taking care of Savina. I'm not even sleeping properly anymore. I'm at my limit, Marzio. I wonder if your mother can't come and help me? I know that she has to get on a plane to come here, but my parents have already passed away, so I can't exactly rely on them. Marzio, I can see that you're not even reading these texts. Just what the hell is going on with you? Ambra, I heard that you were hospitalized. Are you all right? Can you even text? I thought that you couldn't answer the phone while you were in the hospital room, which is why I decided to text you without even thinking. Long time no see, mother-in-law. It's all right, I can text just fine. Ambra! Where did you hear I got hospitalized from? You entered my phone number as the emergency contact number at your company, right? You put mine instead of Marzio's since you knew that he was often busy and wouldn't be able to answer the phone, right? I think you told me yourself before that you would put my phone number as the emergency contact number. Oh, sorry, I forgot. I heard that you collapsed from overwork. What in the world happened? You see, I was made to take care of a 3-year-old on top of having to work from home. A 3-year-old? Like a child of a relative or a friend? No, your granddaughter, apparently. She's your daughter's child. What? I heard from Marzio that you were really busy this month, but I can't do this on my own anymore. Would you please take care of your daughter's child for me? Marzio says that since I work from home now, I can easily take care of a child while doing work since no one will notice if I leave the computer. But that's not how it works. I tried to tell him, but he wouldn't listen to me. It doesn't matter whether I'm working from home, I still have to do just as much work as before. I don't even have any experience raising a child, and yet I was suddenly made to take care of a 3-year-old for 1 month, and an active one at that. I can't both work and raise a child at the same time, at least not now. I know your daughter does exactly that all the time, but I'm afraid I can't do the same. I mean, the fact that I was hospitalized due to overwork is proof of that. I've already reached my limit, mother-in-law. What? Hold on, Ambra. What do you mean my daughter both works and takes care of a child all the time? But my daughter is still single and has no children. What? Just where did you get that information from? Marzio told me that his sister met a Japanese man while abroad on a business trip and had a child with him. But this man was already married, so she's raising the child on her own as an unmarried mother. First of all, that's impossible. It's true that my daughter went on a business trip abroad once, but ever since she returned 1 year ago, she's been living with me at our old house. And I think I would have known if she was pregnant during that time. Not to mention that this child of yours is 3 years old, while I'm pretty sure my daughter was in the country the whole time around the period she supposedly got pregnant with a Japanese man abroad. I'm afraid I don't have any grandchildren. Really? Then who's this child I've been taking care of for the past month? I don't know, but Marzio lied to you and hid the true identity of that child. Oh, speaking of which, who's taking care of the child now? If you're currently at the hospital, then you must have handed her over to someone else, right? Oh, yeah. My colleague and her husband are taking care of her right now. I see. All right, I'm going to come meet you right now. I know that you can't contact Marzio since I tried calling him as well, but he wouldn't answer. If there's no other relative you can rely on, then I have to come and help you, right? I need to get on a plane, so it will already be dark when I get there, but make sure to get some rest before then. We also need to figure out just who this child Marzio left you with is. Mother-in-law? I know you probably didn't contact me until now since you knew I lived really far away, but you really needed to tell me about this sooner, you know? Marzio told me not to contact you because you were really busy this month. But I agree, I should have told you sooner. Thank you for helping me.
Hey, Ambra. I just got home. Jeez, sorry I wasn't able to contact you for so long. You see, the fact that I was manually using the office smartphone my company gave me while I was on a business trip is the main reason I couldn't contact you. But I was also just so busy, and I completely forgot to charge his phone the whole time I was here.
Hello, Marzio. I saw those texts you sent Ambra just now. Please don't contact Ambra anymore. I'm the one you're going to talk to.
Huh? What is it, Mother?
You see, your wife was hospitalized because she collapsed from overwork.
She was hospitalized? Wait, are you with Amber right now? What in the world is happening?
I got a call from Amber's company saying that Amber was hospitalized since she had my phone number as the emergency contact number. I went to her immediately, and now I'm taking care of her until she recovers.
What? Seriously?
Marzio, you little punk. You knew that Amber was the type of person that didn't like relying on others and tried to do everything on her own, and you used this to your advantage, didn't you?
I don't know what you're talking about, Mother.
She suddenly lost her parents in an accident when she was still in high school, and since then she was forced to live on her own. This probably has something to do with how she often refuses to ask for help from others and puts too much pressure on herself. But while this would often help her achieve excellence in her studies or work or whatever, this time it was her undoing. Along with having to work, she now had to take care of the 3-year-old you suddenly pushed on her. And a few days earlier, she finally collapsed from overwork.
I had no idea that was happening. So does that mean... Does she know that Savina isn't actually my sister's child?
Yes, I told her. Apparently, you said to her that I was very busy, but you did this so that she wouldn't contact me, right? Because if she had, she would have found out that your sister never actually had any children.
Seriously?
That child, Savina, was it? Is the child that was born between your ex-girlfriend from high school and her husband that she divorced, right?
What? How do you even know that?
Because Savina looks exactly like your ex-girlfriend. I used the information network made between the parents at your high school and contacted your ex-girlfriend's mother. She told me everything about it. She even came to take Savina off of Amber's hands. Savina's now being taken care of at your ex-girlfriend's parents' house.
Really?
Let's get back on topic, shall we? You got back together with this ex-girlfriend of yours from high school, didn't you, Marzio? Which means that you betrayed Amber and cheated on her.
Yeah, but...
Not only that, but you used your 1-month business trip as cover to go on vacation with your ex-girlfriend. Not only that, but you made Amber take care of her child so that you two could go on vacation, telling her that it was your sister's child. Honestly, I'm ashamed of myself for having raised such a son, as much as I'm sorry for what Amber had to go through.
Mother, I know that you're mad, but you're going to side with me, right? I mean, it's only natural for the mother to side with her son, don't you think?
What in the world gave you that idea? Obviously I'm siding with Ambra. Why would I side with a man who not only cheated on his wife, but also tricked her into taking care of the other woman's child? You being my son makes it hurt even more.
Why? Don't you love your own son?
Not anymore, I don't.
But...
Clearly I've failed at raising children. That was my responsibility, and I'm sorry I wasn't able to do a better job with you. But I'm going to make up for it by punishing you with my own hands.
Huh? What do you mean, punish me?
Where are you right now, Marzio?
At our house? Why'd you ask?
Just stay put there for a little bit longer, okay? You'll only make it worse if you try to flee.
Huh? Hold on. Just what do you plan on doing to me? What exactly should I be fleeing from? Mother, I was forcefully dragged into a black van by a bunch of muscular men.
Oh, so they're letting you text? Wow, so I guess they're a lot kinder than I thought they were.
Yeah, they let me use my phone when I said that there was something I wanted to ask you. Just who are these people exactly? And why do they seem to know you?
You know the Iwanami construction group, right?
What? Isn't that the place where degenerates are sent to be reborn into upstanding citizens? My sister used to work there as one of the managers, right?
Yes, they're going to make you do hard labor as a way to repent for your sins. You already know that your sister used to work there and that the current CEO is a friend of hers, right? I asked her for a small favor, and now they're going to... Well, you know what they're going to do.
Huh? What exactly are they going to do to me?
You'll find out soon enough. Until you're reborn into an upstanding citizen, I won't let you step foot in our house.
No! Not the Iwanami Construction Group!
It seems it was perfect timing when I called in the Iwanami Construction Group to pick up my son because he got fired from his previous job. Apparently, he's taken his ex-girlfriend with him on business trips multiple times already, and he was fired for it when the company found out. Ambra was able to leave the hospital in about a week. She divorced Marzio and at the same time made both him and his ex-girlfriend pay her an alimony. It seems that it was a bit more expensive than the regular rate, since not only did Marzio cheat on her, but he also made her take care of this other woman's child, causing her to ultimately be hospitalized from overwork. Marzio's ex-girlfriend didn't have the money to pay the alimony, so she was sent back to her parents' house. Her parents paid the alimony for her, and she now works day and night trying to pay back the debt she owed her parents. My son, on the other hand, was sent to the Iwanami Construction Group like previously mentioned. He's going to be paying the alimony he owes Ambra bit by bit from the salary he earns there. The Iwanami Construction Group is famous for being able to turn degenerates into upstanding citizens, no matter how rotten they are. So I only hope that I will one day be able to proudly welcome my son home again.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Hi there, Kate. It's nice to meet you. Is now a good time to talk, dear? I'm your husband's ex-wife. My name's Tilly, and there's something very important you and I need to discuss. Huh? I don't know what you mean. My husband's ex-wife? How did you get this number? Oh, don't mind that, dear. How I got your number is insignificant. Yes, you heard me right. I'm your husband's ex-wife. Would you mind explaining what this is all about? Or, wait, actually, what the hell? How about you don't message me out of the blue with weird made-up stories? My husband was never married before me because I'm his first wife. Made up? I'm not making anything up. It's the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, my dear. Wait a second. Did he keep it a secret from you the whole time? Keep what a secret from me? Ah, so it's like that, is it? I see. Aha, I understand. So he's using you as a stopgap until me and him get remarried. Oh, you poor thing. A stopgap? I guess he's using you to try and cover up the pain of him having to break up with me, and who can blame him, really? It must have taken quite the toll on him emotionally. Oh, you poor girl, you went into this totally blind, didn't you? You married him without knowing anything about his past or his plans for the future. Oh, how careless. I hate to have to break this to you, but you do realize you'll be getting a divorce before long, don't you? I feel sorry for you. I genuinely have no idea what you're talking about. It's fine, dear. I understand this must be a lot to take in, and I totally understand the urge to bury your head in the sand and deny reality. But it's time to wake up and smell the coffee. This is happening whether you like it or not. The sooner you accept it, the better. It's like ripping off a Band-Aid, right? You either rip it off quickly and get it over with, or drag it out and prolong the pain. Which will it be, sweetie pie? Are you sure this isn't a case of mistaken identity? Because I really, really, really don't understand what you're saying. Anyway, how did you even get my number? Ugh, you really are quite the stubborn one, aren't you, sweetie pie? I was hoping I wouldn't have to say this, but you leave me no choice. Are you sitting down? You might want to be. Let me spell it out for you. Me and your husband made a promise to get remarried again in 5 years' time. Huh? In 5 years' time? You see, the truth is, he never wanted to break up with me in the first place. My beautiful face, my gorgeous figure, my award-winning personality. I truly am a prize among prizes. There's no man in this world who wouldn't be proud to have a doll like me on his arm. Who in their right mind would break up with someone like me by choice? But you know what meddling interferers some people can be, right? Everyone was so insistent we get a divorce, we felt we had no choice but to create some distance until they all forgot about us and moved on. Basically, my ex-husband's wedding to you was a sham. Now, dear, this part's very important, so allow me to make it as clear as I possibly can. You, my dear, were nothing but a 5-year stopgap to keep my ex-husband, who loves me more than anything in the world, from getting lonely and to keep his mating equipment in good working order. This next part's important too, so listen up. I am pregnant with your husband's kid, so he's done with you now. Get a divorce. I see. So let me get this straight. You're pregnant with my husband's baby? That's right. We only met to discuss the next stage of our 5-year plan and iron out the details of our remarriage. But a flame that roars as deeply and intensely as our passion for one another never goes out. And before you know it, one drink leads to 2, the bar leads to the bed, one thing leads to another, and, well, you know the rest. And goodness me, he has still got the moves. Thanks for keeping his equipment in good working order for me, sweetie pie. So yes, dear, that's how I got pregnant with your husband's baby. And when was this exactly? About 4 months ago. 4 months? I take it you understand your situation now. I suggest you hurry up and perform a disappearing act so that me and my love muffin can finally be together again, sweetie. And sooner, not later. I feel like I should get this out of the way first so your delusions don't get any more out of hand. But I am my husband's first wife. What the fuck? Yes, that's right, which means his wedding to me was his first. Yeah, whatever. I understand the revelation that you were nothing but a stopgap all along must be quite a bitter pill to swallow, but you really can't keep denying reality forever, my dear. Besides, I want us to get married again before the baby is born. Hurry up and divorce him. I need to confirm what you're saying with my husband. I can't just take the word of some random stranger who messaged me out of the blue at face value, especially not about something this important. Sure, I understand that. It's fine, dear. Go and run off to carry out your little checks. But whether you confirm it or not, the answer will remain the same. Paul, are you there? Are you free for a phone call now, or to message? I need to speak to you urgently about something.
Hey, Kate. I'm on the train right now and there's some kids asleep next to me, so you should probably message. What's up?
Sorry if what I'm about to ask shocks you.
Huh?
Are you a divorcee?
Excuse me?
Right? I'm sure you don't have a clue what I'm talking about, but I just got a bunch of messages from someone named Tilly.
Tilly?
She's claiming to be my husband's ex-wife.
What the heck?
She said you met up 4 months ago after being divorced for a while, did the deed, and got her pregnant. Now she's demanding we get a divorce.
Whoa. No way. I don't know a Tilly. I've never met a Tilly, and I sure as heck didn't get Tilly pregnant. This is my first time ever marrying anyone, babe.
I know. It's not that I don't believe you. I do. But when she sent me all these messages, I had to check whether you had any idea who she might be or what the hell she's talking about. Doesn't the name ring any bells at all? Or is there anyone you can think of who might lie about this? Besides, 4 months ago, you were...
Huh? Oh, that's right. Yeah, you're right.
So it's fair to say you have absolutely no idea who she is then.
Yeah, exactly, babe. I have literally no idea whatsoever.
Got it.
What are you gonna do next?
Isn't that the question? I'm not sure. What do you think I should do? If neither of us know who she is, I guess there really isn't much we can do.
But if neither of us have a clue who she is, how did she get her number? That's a little concerning.
No kidding. I mean, she's probably just confused and making the mother of all misunderstandings, right? That's the only logical explanation I can think of. Let me ask around my friends and family. Maybe someone knows who she is. Who knows, maybe something happened in my hometown during the 6 months since we moved to the city for your work transfer.
Good idea. Yeah, maybe that could be it. But Kate, I don't think you should reply to her messages while we're still figuring out what's going on. It's all happening at a kind of inconvenient time, huh? How about we put our heads together and have a proper think about how to deal with this once we're both back home from our business trips. Just ignore her for now, all right?
All right, honey. Got it. Paul, are you on the train home yet?
Yeah, I'll be getting off soon.
All right, I'll try to make this quick then. I found out who Tilly is.
Oh, really?
Yeah, my aunt told me. Seriously, you're never gonna believe this.
What? Who is she?
Well, to put it simply, it's just like I predicted. Someone made the mother of all misunderstandings. What we're dealing with here, Paul, is a case of mistaken identity.
What the?
And this is gonna take me a while to explain, so I'll tell you everything after we both get home. I only just got on the train myself. The message from my aunt came just after I sat down. I think it'll be quicker if you just read her message.
All right, got it. I have another changeover after this one, but the train seemed to be running on time today, so I should be home in about an hour.
All right, take care, honey. See you soon. Kate, my dear, would you hurry up and divorce my husband like we discussed already? I haven't heard from you at all since you said you were going to confirm it with him. You're making the biggest mistake of your life if you think you can pull the wool over my eyes. If this is a technique to get rid of me, it's not going to work. You might not have realized, but I know where you live, and believe me, I'm ready to break and enter as soon as I feel I have to. Hey, Tilly, good timing. I was just about to message you. Is that so? Well, how did it go? You must have been heartbroken when he told you he wanted to get back with me, right? Nope. Because that didn't happen. Like I told you before, I'm Paul's first wife. He has no idea who you are. Huh? Paul? Not only that, but Paul was in hospital with a broken back 4 months ago. He wasn't even capable of getting out of his hospital bed unassisted, let alone getting anybody pregnant like you claim. This is undoubtedly a case of mistaken identity. Wait a sec, who on earth is Paul? My husband. What? What in heaven's name are you talking about, my dear? Stop trying to trick me. His name is Ryan. No, his name is definitely Paul. His name is Ryan! Tilly, you still don't understand, do you? Understand what? That this is an absurd case of mistaken identity. What? I know who Ryan is, but he is most definitely not my husband. What are you talking about? I know one of your relatives introduced you and arranged for you to go on some dates on the assumption you'd get married. You dated for a few months and then got married, didn't you? I know everything, Kate, so just stop lying already. You're right, my aunt did introduce us and we did go on a date and chat for a while over messages, but I never made any decision to go ahead with a wedding. It became clear soon enough that our values towards marriage were too different for us to be together. So I ended up turning him down, and with that, we went our separate ways. What? How can this be? If what you're saying is true, then why is Ryan married now? My aunt introduced him to someone else immediately after things didn't pan out between us, and they got married. Really? As for how you got a hold of my number, you must have gotten it somehow when you met Ryan 4 months back at that bar in town, right? Well, yes. He left his phone unlocked when he went to the toilet, so I figured he wouldn't mind me taking a little look through his contacts. By the way, apparently he asked his wife to come along in secret to watch over things between you. She was sitting 2 tables away the whole time, and she saw everything. What? Based on the fact she saw you looking through his phone, they figured there was a strong chance you'd probably attempt to contact Ryan somehow. So they were prepared to face whatever you threw at them as a couple. But your whole plan ground to a halt because you were convinced it was me he got married to. You took my number instead of his wife's by mistake after he forgot to delete it. And then fully convinced you'd finally tracked down the woman who stole the man you were obsessed with, you messaged me, a complete stranger married to another man, with your veiled threats and weird demands about divorces. Oh my God, what the? That's not all. When you and Ryan met at the bar, he was drinking non-alcoholic beer the whole time. Did you notice? Non-alcoholic? What the? Which means you were obviously lying about your pregnancy, which supposedly came after one thing led to another after one too many drinks. He clearly remembers you both going your separate ways after you left the bar because he was fully sober. Ugh, you know about that too? Besides, that whole thing about your 5-year promise to get remarried one day was a huge load of bullcrap too, wasn't it? It was nothing but a tragic story you told yourself to hide from the fact he didn't want to be with you. Ryan also knows you got caught cheating with yet another woman's husband recently and are up to your ears in debt repayments after being charged yet another huge bill for compensation. He knows everything. This can't be happening. No way. No. So, yeah, that got a little long, but the bottom line here is you messaging me was completely and utterly meaningless. Give me his wife's real number now. Ryan blocked me and I can't message him directly anymore. I don't know his wife, and even if I did, I wouldn't tell you jack. None of this is my problem. Well, find out who she is and give me her number. And why exactly would I go and do something like that? Besides, even if I did, would it change anything? If you don't help me out on this one, I'll steal your husband. Is that what you want, woman? Do not test me. If you think you're capable of that, go right ahead. Oh, no, you didn't. You just made the biggest mistake of your life, dear. No man on earth is able to resist my stunning good looks and curvaceous body. You just opened Pandora's box, bitch. Actually, my Paul hates sex-obsessed control freaks, so I don't think I have anything to worry about. What did you just call me? The mere thought alone of a cheap 2-bit whore like you going anywhere near him makes him feel an overwhelming sense of physical revulsion. He sat next to me right now and said you make him want to throw up. No, you're lying. Go on, Tilly, tell me. Why did Ryan divorce you in the first place? How did it go again? Did it begin with C and end in heating? Oh yeah, that's right. You had an affair. Any merits you might have had in the looks and sexual technique departments are canceled out by your vile personality and complete lack of common sense, you insane, deluded woman. How dare you? Nobody speaks to me like that. I swear I'll make you pay for this if it's the last thing I do. You just wait. Gah! Anyway, we're done here. See ya. Apparently, a woman broke into a certain someone's house seeking revenge a few days after our little message exchange. Rumor has it she broke in by climbing a tree and breaking an upstairs window before smashing anything she could get her hands on, while frothing at the mouth in an uncontrollable rage like a frenzied chimp with late-stage rabies. However, the new resident of that certain someone's house was an unfortunate man who moved in half a month ago, and had no idea whatsoever who the strange woman flailing around in his bedroom was. When she realized she got the wrong person, again, she burst into tears, collapsed into a crumpled heap on the floor, and began rocking back and forth in the fetal position at the feet of the poor confused man whose bedroom she just smashed up. Apparently, faint whimpers of, "I thought Ryan was gonna pay off my debts," could be heard intermittently between pathetic sobs as tears streamed down her face like Niagara Falls. I'm sure you guessed already, but that woman's name was Tilly. It turns out Ryan, who she was stalker levels of obsessed with, became the CEO of a major bank since they divorced, which probably has something to do with why she was so committed to the idea of marrying him. A few days after her unhinged rampage, Tilly received a bill for $5,000 in damages from the lawyer of the poor man whose bedroom she smashed up. Having already been disowned by her family for a never-ending slew of affairs, Tilly, now a broken, defeated mess up to her ears in debt and compensation repayments, had not a soul in the world to rely on. Last I heard, she now spends her days and nights in a state of absolute physical and mental exhaustion, working 4 jobs to keep up with the repayments. Her sanity gradually waning, and any semblance of happiness she may have once had now nothing but a distant memory.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.